I inherited it from my father about 12 years ago. He had bought it, I presume, at auction about 30 years ago. I don't know any more about it.
Was he a hunting man?
No, he just loved paintings.
And he liked dogs?
My mother loved dogs, and I think it was probably on her persuasion.
Yes. It's of two hounds, foxhounds, and it's by an artist who really spent most of his life painting that one thing. It's John Emms, and here's the signature here. He signed himself in this funny way, J-N-O,
yes.
But I don't know why he did that, but he's John Emms, 1894. You might think that this is a sketch or a study, but in fact, Emms painted like this. It is quite loosely done, do you see here? Quite sketchily painted with sort of blobs of colour and even a bit of blue here, do you see? And then the background, quite blank and just sort of sketched in very quickly. Well, this is typical of Emms, and I'm quite sure it is, in fact, a finished picture. And Emms lived, in fact, in London and in Lyndhurst in Hampshire, not far from here.
Yes.
And I suspect nearly all his work was commissioned. In other words, he was commissioned by fox hunting people and masters of hounds to paint their favourite hounds. Often they have the names of the hounds underneath,
oh, goodness.
but not on this one.
No.
Because they were in the world of fox hunting, obviously very much in breeding hounds too.
Yes.
So Emms was one of those kind of Victorian specialist artists who literally became the hound man. And his pictures have become increasingly popular in the last 10 years, I would say. It's very much part of a revival of interest in dog painting, and there are specific sales and auctions now held, of dog pictures coinciding with crafts and so on and so forth. So the result has been a considerable increase in the value of paintings like this, in particular of John Emms. And I would say, it might surprise you to learn that if this went up at auction, I think you'd get £6,000 to £8,000 for it.
Gosh.
You might even get 10 on a good day. So your father did well.
That's very good news. Thank you very much indeed. Lovely.
I believe it's called a quaich. Quaich,
yes,
which I think is a Gaelic word.
Yes.
It came into my possession when an uncle and aunt of mine died.
Was that recently or
no,
a long time
about
ago?
nearly 30 years ago.
Various pronunciations, but the usual one is quaich, which is actually a Scottish word, and it means a two-handled drinking bowl. And that's what this is. It's unique to Scotland, and they are characterised by these two sort of flat handles either side. We've got initials inscribed on both, which would be the original owners. The date of the coin is James II, so we're looking at a date of 1685-ish. And the typical features of quaichs are the fact that the bowl is made up of these sections that are fixed together. The mounts as well have this scratch engraving around here, which is quite crudely done, but it is exactly how it should be. The earliest ones appear from about 1650 onwards, and this one, as I say, is absolutely in date with the coin, although looking round the sides here, there don't appear to be any hallmarks, which is not uncommon for Scottish silver, especially on quaichs. If we turn it over, you see there's got this nice banding on the outside of different coloured wood held together by this girdle here, and a little silver rim round there. Quaichs before 1700 are pretty rare, and Scottish silver in the last few years has really gone up in value, and especially early Scottish silver like this. I wouldn't be at all surprised now to see a piece of this date, even though, bearing in mind, it has, I noticed, round here, it's been dropped and the handle is broken, which will have a slight effect, but it's still a rare article. I think we're looking at £4,000 or £5,000.
What, 5,000? Good gracious me.
It is a very rare and a very desirable object.